diversity. Diversity can occur on a wide range of subjects. It could be the place two different groups or people go to worship, the languages we speak, and the way we were brought up, to the type of different cultures. Different cultures eat, food cultures eat. In the 1980s, employers had to manage increasingly diverse groups of backgrounds, with immigrants from various countries joining a workforce that for many years had predominantly been white. The American workplace was changing, and employers had to diversify the policies and practices because of new laws that came into effect to protect the rights of all American people. More and more women start to fill jobs that for many years were done only by men. And many men suddenly found themselves with women working at their side or even as their bosses. Too many of the workers close to retirement are with many just not used to the idea of working next to a person of another race or sex. This change, as you can imagine, was not the easiest thing for many to accept. Now that we are over 10 years into the new millennium, we can look back into the not so distant past and see that not distant past, and see that if not for some of the changes that took place in the American workforce 20 or 30 years ago, we might not have some of the diversity and policies and procedures in our workplace we have today. And not for the struggles that our parents and grandparents went through, our generation could quite possibly have more obstacles to overcome on our everyday lives. Okay, would you guys agree with that?
Yes, totally.
Okay. Not only did our parents have difficulties in the workplace in the 80s, so did the children going to schools that for many years have also been predominantly white. For many people, regardless of race, this was a challenge. For the white kids, seeing a different looking person may have aroused curiosity on all different levels. And for the minorities, it might have been intimidating going into a new school where they were different than the majority. With beliefs installed by our parents, many kids had a hard time accepting the idea of having a person that was so different doing the same types of things that they were doing, playing the same sports, enjoying the same movies, listening to the same music, and so on. As time went on, most people noticed that though a person may have different color skin, or their parents or grandparents came from a different part of the world, or even though they might pray to a different God, they were all similar just as many ways as they were different from another. When we go to work or school in today's world, we are better equipped to deal with the diversity that makes up American society today. I go to class and sit down in my seat. Chances are the person next to me is of a different race or religion, but because our society is so diverse, we don't usually notice things of that nature like we used to when we were kids, or like our parents did years ago. Chances are when I leave school and see some of my friends, they are diverse races, are diverse in the way they dress or in the music they listen to. But because of the diversity that I was exposed to growing up and the obstacles I've overcome since childhood, I am better equipped to deal with life in all the different situations that may occur. I am better equipped to learn new things in school. I am a better father to my kids, and I am a better man in general because of the things that I have been exposed to in the past in my everyday struggle with diversity. Diversity, for better or worse, has made and continues to make you and me and the rest of the world the place that it is today. I don't know about you, but for me, the thought of a world without diversity seems like it would almost be a sterile place that a person might just exist and never move forward in a positive way in all walks of life. Any questions?
Did you live in a diverse area when you were younger, or was it?
Yeah, we're pretty diverse. I live in Spanaway, so like the military bases, so there's a little bit of everything up there, and whatnot. All sorts of races.
Do you think that was do you think it was more diverse and better because of races? I mean, did you actually?
Yeah, I do. It's just, I got to learn different cultures and things they did, hit a couple different parties and whatnot.
Yeah.
Different kind of foods, especially, as you should see.
Yes.
What about forced busing? Have you ever forced busing? Like busing kids from one school to another?
You know what? I never rode the bus. I lived right by the school.
Well, it doesn't mean you rode the bus, but other kids rode the bus.
Yeah.
Do you ever have to deal with having like your school being predominantly one race, forcing kids from another school?
Nah, it was pretty much it was mixed, man. Armenians, Morals, Mexicans. Just completely because he got a military base.
You go to Spinaway?
Huh?
Which high school?
Spanaway.
Spinaway Lake?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
so that's
was.
super diverse out
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah, we had all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Better than my school district.
What year?
Huh?
What year?
I should have graduated in '96.
Okay, well, you were way behind me. I was 92.
92. Yeah.
Anyhow, children.
Well, we were trying to figure out, because like when I went in
That's like not in
92,
there.
we actually had a problem with the
You
Crips,
got any questions
like
for Mr.
graffitiing the school.
Have you
And
ever-
Apparently we had.
Have you ever lived in or visited a place that was not diverse, or that was different from your own background, but all one thing?
Yeah, I mean, I went to like across from John. I went to this rocker bar, man, called Hell's Kitchen, and I was probably the only color. I was the only color person in there, and but everyone's pretty much kind to me and stuff like that. But I go fishing a lot and stuff like that. And around like mostly white guys out there. I never really had a problem with any racial tension or nothing like that. So, pretty big guy, so I never had any
Ever
problems.
been south?
Huh? No, just like back at Fort Lewis and whatnot, and stuff like that. Out there towards Roy.
He means in the
Roy.
southern part of the United States. Have you ever been?
Have I ever been to?
Alabama.
Just like really that's gone. It's like Puerto Rico. But
Oh.
I am half Puerto Rican, but yeah, I didn't really.
Big cultural difference in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, more. I'll say Puerto Rico is like a lot more friendly. Like you go to the barber shop, everyone comes in there and shakes your hand, like, oh, how you doing?
My
Don't even know
girlfriend
you and whatnot.
She said the same thing. It was the friendliest place she's
Oh,
ever
yeah,
been in
real
her
friendly.
life. Yeah.
It speaks to you, goes to shake your hand. Yeah, it's a very nice place out there.
Do you think that cultural background, your personal, being from a friendly culture, made you a little bit more at ease with other cultures?
Yeah, probably.
Because some cultures,
Yeah, I probably
can't
get really
keep
more
to
get it from my
themselves and
parents
not
because
be friendly.
my parents are real outgoing people. So.
That and
like
come from
that.
a
So I was
military.
pretty much raised like that. Yeah, my dad was in the military. Puerto Ricans always have big parties,
Yeah.
whatnot.
White people
So,
do too.
Well, no, but in the military community, we know everybody.
Yeah, I know I was
So
military like
Yeah.
for 15 years, so
we
yeah.
live on Fort Lewis. It's just all the outside. So.
well, it's just you can tell a military child because we're outgoing, we're more friendly.
Yeah. Plus you
Yeah.
move around a lot too. Like,
So you're used to
yeah,
diversity.
Colorado, back and forth.
Yeah.
So,